Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Grundy Ice Arena for TUICE Network's coverage of Atlantic Prep Athletic Conference hockey on this Thursday afternoon as the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds face off against the Malvern Prep Friars. I'm Merrick Jessberger alongside Zach Demuse and Dylan Coyle in the booth, and it's great to have you tuning in to our broadcast on this Thursday afternoon. Before we get set for puck drop set for 4 o'clock today, 13 seniors will be recognized and honored in celebration of Holy Ghost Prep Senior Day. We now send it down to our PA announcer, Ryan Abramson, for this afternoon's Senior Day festivities. Well, before we get to that, Zach, incredible venue here. Awesome to see. Just what a year ago, it seemed like the world flipped around, but today, it's great to see some hockey on a beautiful venue and a senior day for this team.
It really is, Eric, and it's a pleasure for me to be on the call with you today. One of your first play-by-play experiences here. It should be an awesome experience here. And, yeah, you're right. This is my first time in Grundy Ice Arena here in Grundy Ice Arena here at in Bristol. And, you know, it's senior day. You got all the faces lined up on the ice over there, and let's forget about the senior night. Let's worry about this matchup. You got number 1 ranked Malvern Prep against number 2 ranked Holy Ghost. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. No matter what sport, what conference, what division, 1 seed versus 2 seed is bound to be a fantastic matchup, and I'm just getting ready to see some great hockey. We got great seats, as you mentioned, but it really should be fun to honor some of these seniors. They worked so hard the past couple years. They put so much time, so much money, so much energy into being on time for practices and games and keeping their stats up and things like that. I wish them all the best, and you know, this is their game, and it should be a great one, and I'm excited to see it unfold.
And more importantly, the people closest to them get to be with them on the ice and in the stands, as of course fan attendance back here in the Grundy Ice Arena. Beautiful sight, and we're looking forward to a packed house as that puck drop once again set for 4 o'clock this afternoon, and can't wait for it. But to kick it off, we're going to get set for our senior day. Dylan Coyle as well joining us in the booth. Dylan, it's a beautiful sight here as well. Looking forward to another great broadcast today.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to another good broadcast here. It's been quite a while, 1 year exactly, since everything really just turned upside down.
We were doing a hockey game
at
together.
the stadium. Yeah, it was a crazy day, but we're happy to be back here. We've got some high-level high school hockey, Eric, and I think we're about to get ready with these senior night festivities.
And as we get set once again, it will be 13 seniors being recognized and honored, and those seniors with their family members as well, joining them on the ice. Flowers, hands wrapped around each other, a great sight. And we'll get set as Ryan Aberson, our PA announcer, will kick us off and carry out the Senior Day festivities. And, of course, that 4 o'clock hockey puck drop set as well between the number 1 seed in Malvern Prep Friars and number 2, Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds.
you're going to be coming up to the balloons here.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear everything going on down here, but I'm going to have the mic down here so we can listen in on what's going on. And I can't hear you guys, so this is going to be fun in case you want to say anything to me.
All right, that's Dylan Coyle down ringside, filling the scene right up in the action. And as senior day gets underway, it will be Gallagher with the first flower taken and will be recognized amongst his fellow 12 teammates for the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds on the senior day this Thursday afternoon.
I think you made a great point earlier, Eric, is that, you know, senior night, the biggest proponent to
And
this
of course,
is
they'll have our broadcast as well.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I guess this is where we're starting to fit in that we can't hear each other. So Dylan might cut me off, or I might cut him off. But, you know, to go back to what we were saying, I mean, senior night, one of the big proponents of it is having your parents out there on the ice with you. And over the past year, I mean, I'm sure it's definitely been tough. Hockey parents are some of the most dedicated out of any sport, and to not be able to enter the rink, not be able to watch their son or daughter perform, I mean, that's definitely got to be hard. So to have the players all ready to go with their parents here to see them for a game, it makes it even so much more special than any other year in the past.
And of course, great sight, Connor Gallagher, as we mentioned, kicking us off with that senior day festivity. There are a lot of components that go into every single game, every part of the season. It also was a great sight to see the coaches and the staff members, even the photographer, get a quick nod and a quick respect to them as well as they put this entire organization together for these young men, these athletes, to do what they can on the ice, form a brotherhood, and they get to celebrate that today as well.
And, you know, you look on the other side of the ice, there's pictures of their faces, as you might not be able to see right now, but as the game progresses, you'll be able to see them taped up there. 13 total guys, and if that's the number of seniors, I mean, that's a good part of the entire bench for Holy Ghost there. So on the regular scheduled game, when they're out there, they're performing, those 13 guys play a pivotal role in everything that they do. And, you know, to see them to grow up in the program and to finally have their bid and respect to say goodbye to the team and everything, I mean, this is fantastic.
Dylan Wallace as well being recognized on his senior day. As being introduced now will be Mike Selzer, senior, wearing number 9 for the Firebirds this afternoon.
Next we have our varsity manager, all decked out today,
And right on to the manager as well. Team manager being recognized on his senior day. Not just the players are involved, as we mentioned, the coaches, the photographers, and most importantly, the voice of the Firebirds in between each goal, call, and the action on the ice. And the team manager as well being recognized on this senior day. Looking pretty fresh down there as well, a little cleaned up. He definitely brought the attire, that red and blue and white, looking sharp.
Yeah, when you're the manager, you know you get treated with the best apparel there is. But hockey managers just get to put on the 3-piece suit every time. He does look good, and you know it's an important job to have, and something that might be underappreciated. Great to see that the manager's getting some love down on the ice this afternoon.
So amidst that, make that 14 total seniors being recognized.
I wonder if the manager has his picture up there. Not sure.
We'll have to keep an eye out throughout the game. Don't see a suit and tie amongst those jerseys on the opposite side of the glass. As back to the players, Jimmy Litley wearing number 8 for the Firebirds in the red uniform, as he is another senior recognized amongst his 13 fellow teammates on this afternoon's senior day. Dylan Coyle as well, he is ringside bringing us the voice as well. Standing right there for senior day, Dylan Coyle.
He's got the little portable mic down there. It's giving us the access to the sounds on the rink.
And Zach, as we mentioned already, you talk about a year ago. It happened to be we were on our way here talking about where we were at when everything seemed to the NBA, MLB, NHL, everything, as we mentioned, turned on its head.
Next we have E.J.
This day in
Cole and his
particular,
parents,
a lot of
Eric
players, the
and
Flyers Club, as you
Rudy.
mentioned, was canceled. A lot of other seniors last year never got to play their last game as anybody proceeding to the next round with a Wells Fargo Center visit in sight. They never got that opportunity. What was that like for you as well?
I think it was interesting, and you know, it's looking back on the moment. It was, it's kind of funny because we were with the TUICE Network as we are now, but we were up in Havertown at the stadium doing a game, as you mentioned, for the Flyers Cup, and we got the notification on our phone that both Rudy Gobert and Tom Hanks had tested positive in a matter of like 15 minutes between the two. And as we were wrapping up, the NBA then suspended their season, and then only about 15 minutes after that, Temple University was announced that we were going online, and I got to be honest with you, I got to give my first reaction, Eric, was excitement. I was like, we're going online, we get to stay in the dorms, we'll get to hang out with each other, we won't have
2
to
weeks.
wake up to go to class. Yeah,
Next up we have Patrick McEnany and
we'll
his
be
parents,
we'll be back
Matt
to
and
class
Tom.
in a couple weeks, and then obviously we're still suffering. And McEnany getting a big ovation here. Great to see from his family.
Beautiful sight following the captain, that being E.J. Pohl, being recognized with his parents, and now bringing in, it looks like the Cavalry, he's got plenty of support down there. Great sight for number 93 of the Firebirds this afternoon. That being Patrick McKinney on his senior day for Holy Ghost Prep.
Patrick McEnany looks like you mentioned. He's got a great support system out there with him. That's got to be the best feeling, just knowing that your family's behind you, watching you through good or bad or what, you know. But and they're also wearing. This is the first time that we're seeing the Holy Ghost Firebirds wear that red fiery jersey. I've seen them in blue. I've seen them in white a couple times, but this red fiery jersey looks really, really cool against this Malvern Prep team, who we have yet to see their sweaters, but looking good. Look, they got the fit. The fit is down. The fit is on.
It does look sharp. Special occasion, they brought out the special attire.
Yeah.
They're definitely looking sharp. I like the red.
It does. It does look really nice.
And once again, moving senior to senior on senior day this Thursday afternoon, Patrick McEnany being recognized wearing number 93 this afternoon. As once again, I'm Eric Jessberger alongside Zach Denews and Dylan Coyle as well ringside, as you're tuned into the TUICE Network's coverage of Holy Ghost Prep Senior Day as we get set in store for puck drop just about a half hour away at 4 o'clock, where the Firebirds face off against the number 1 ranked Malvern Prep Friars. As one man in particular, a big part of this Firebirds offense, being recognized wearing number 21 this afternoon, Carlos Rodriguez Jr.
Before the festivities even began, Eric, we saw some Malvern players warming up, and they were shouting. They were getting a little rowdy, screaming, "Let's go, let's go!" And you know, for Holy Ghost, they're going to be just as amped on the flip side because their families will be in attendance. Some of them probably the first time in a couple of months that their families have been able to watch them. So they're going to have a little bit of extra juice going out there this afternoon. Plus Malvern needing to defend their number 1 ranked title. I mean,
did you guys just hear the "what a handsome young man" thing that just happened? What a handsome young man was just yelled down for Rodriguez.
Hey.
I'm hoping you can pick this all up.
No, we're getting it loud and clear. It sounds awesome. It sounds good. I'm talking to you as if you can hear me, Dylan, and sometimes usually we can, but.
No due respect, Rodriguez, but he might have been talking to Dylan. I don't know down there.
Yeah.
Dylan with a little fresh up, clean up. We're all ready all in great attire for this senior day event as well. As we continue for all the young gentlemen freshed up on their senior day, as we mentioned, in the red uniforms, the alternates for the Firebirds on this special day for Holy Ghost Prep. The next senior being recognized wearing number 86, Cole Stevens for Malvern Prep, or rather Holy Ghost. And Cole Stevens, actually, he is committed to Moravian University. He's going to play soccer
Awesome.
So switching over to sports, putting the ball as the puck in net. But for Cole Stevens, he gets set for an incredible opportunity to attend Moravian and play some soccer as well.
Yeah. Any time that a high school athlete already has their path kind of set for them and know where they're going, it's so impressive. And whether it's hockey or soccer, you know, you got to give that guy props, because not only has he kept his grades up, he's been able to attend practices, he's been able to get his name out there to be recruited. And as we mentioned earlier, Eric, a lot of brothers on this team, and as we see here for the first example of that, the Connolly brothers, number 99 and 62, coming out with their parents.
4 pairs of brothers on this Firebirds team, and that is truly a family. As you talk about, every team and every athlete wants to have that brotherhood, that family aspect on and off the ice in the case of hockey, and in this case it is very literal, as Michael Connolly in number 99, as well as his brother John Connolly wearing number 62, both being recognized with their parents as well. A great sight for a set of brothers who have played probably head-to-head on little knee hockey throughout their childhood, as well as getting to skate on the very same ice in the very same Holy Ghost Prep uniform. Truly incredible to see.
Hey, knee hockey was a frequent occurrence in my house growing up. Let me tell you, me and my brother got in some battles. Got to bring the whole family out. That's what it's all about right now. Their family means everything, and it's awesome that they're here and being able to watch these guys perform, and super special, super special.
These kind of events almost outweigh the magnitude we have of a game that's going to be back and forth, heating up, but incredible, as you mentioned, for these players. They're going to have a little chip on their shoulder as well with puck drop at 4 o'clock, facing off against a Malvern prep team that ruined the party almost.
Yeah, you know, that's these parents are going to, well, they're on the ice now, but they're going to be coming up to the bleachers in front of us, and you know, they're going to be a little bit more amped than usual as per their sons here. Should be a great example of what we can see from them, and another set of brothers, it looks like, with the Mudrick family here.
And that being recognized in the picture right now, number 91, one of the co-captains for this Firebirds team, Evan Mudrick, as well as the goaltender for the Firebirds as well in the Mudrick family, being recognized with his brother, Colin Mudrick, and Evan Mudrick for Holy Ghost Prep. An incredible sight. Family all fitting in the photo as well. And most importantly to note, Evan Mudrick leading the APAC stats, as he has a 1.5 average per game, 6 goals, 6 assists. And as we get set as well, he's going to be a name we're going to continue to mention on this broadcast. And we'll look to continue to lead this Firebird squad, who is amping up for our next senior being recognized.
Yeah, the Braziers, just another example of the brothers on this team. And, you know, goaltender Brazier at number 1 is fantastic. I saw him a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago at the stadium. But his brother, Braden Brazier, has been unbelievable. He's so fun to watch. You guys even kind of compared him to the Patrick Kane-esque, because he's just so quick. He can stick handle extremely well. And it's really fun to see him skate around on the ice, especially when he's got some open ice in front of him. You know he's going to turn on the jets and make something happen 9 times out of 10. So look for him to have a huge game today as well.
An incredible set of brothers there on the ice. Certainly proud parents of what the Brazier brothers have been able to do for this Holy Ghost Prep team. Of course, one being in net in Robert Brazier and Braden Brazier, looking to as well secure a Holy Ghost Prep win this afternoon, as Brazier looking to tack on to his 4 goals, 1 assist on the season, and continue that electric fast play this Firebirds offense loves to bring to every matchup on the ice. as we continue to move through our Senior Day festivities here for the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. Next up on our list, Jake Merrick, wearing number 4 this afternoon. Being recognized there hand in hand on his Holy Ghost Prep Senior Day.
We're gonna do 2 things real quickly. I'm gonna take a picture with the seniors. It's the only time I ever do it, so we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna take a team picture, and then you can take whatever pictures you want for 5 minutes. So plan ahead, whatever pictures you want to take.
Looks like they're wrapping up now. We were informed they're going to take 2 pictures, one with the seniors, one with the team.
And running the show, another important man, especially to the Senior Day festivities,
Yep.
is the PA announcer, Ryan Abramson, guiding us everything on the ice. As ringside, once again, Dylan Coyle bringing you the sounds, as Zach Demuse bringing us the sights with the camera to the Senior Day festivity here in the year 2021 of the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds on this beautiful Thursday afternoon
Yeah, talk
at
about
the Grundy Ice Arena.
talk about beautiful. I mean, spring is in the air. It's a great day outside. It's maybe not the picture-perfect day you would imagine to end up in an ice rink, but it's I'm really excited to see this matchup here because both these teams, 1 and 2, I mean, they know everything's on stake right now, and they know everything it comes down to this game. And I'm looking for a fast-paced, high-velocity, constant pressure on the goaltender's game that is hard to replicate, but I think that this game's going to bring it, and I'm excited to see what happens. As we welcome back up Dylan Coyle.
Hello.
Dylan, I got to tell you, there are a couple times when you kind of started to say something, and then I talked to you as if you could hear me. Completely forgot.
I told you multiple
You
times.
did.
I'm not going to hear you guys. Wow. How was the audio?
It sounded good. It brought a different effect to it. Being able to hear down the ice, because it was a little difficult to hear the microphone without,
Oh,
the
so
sounds
you
on
did
the ice.
hear pretty much everything.
Heard the sights,
Oh, we
saws.
love that.
Beautiful.
We love that. We love quick thinking here at the TUICE Network.
Hey, and that's what I said. Usually our between the bench guy can hear us. That's probably why I thought that, but we wanted to bring the best content possible to our listeners.
Of course. And I will be sitting up here with you guys. This is the skeleton crew, I guess you could call it. 3 people here at the TUICE Network, and we're going to bring you a fantastic, it does work. We're going to bring you a fantastic broadcast. And Eric Jesberger, you were the man. All right?
Excited for this contest today. As we mentioned, beautiful sights, and puck drop is going to be heated up. So as soon as that gets going, the Malvern Prep Friars, they're going to look to disrupt the party this afternoon for this Holy Ghost Prep Senior Day, as the balloons, red and blue, will soon be taken off the ice, and the boys of red and blue, and of course the boys of blue and white, will take the ice to clash here at the Grundy Ice Arena. Also, true to note, Zach and Dylan as well. We're at the tail end of the season as well, as we get set to run it to break. Real quick, what are your mentions of the fact that each team, the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds, having 1 game left in the conference before postseason? Malvern Prep with 2 to go. We're at the tail end. Both teams neck and neck at 1 and 2. What do you make of the matchup? The fact that adding a little bit of drama at the end of the season will definitely bring out the best hockey both these teams have today.
Well, number one, I'm looking at the Firebirds. As you mentioned, past 3 games, they've suffered losses. So if there's ever a time for them to feel a little bit better about themselves, have a little bit more confidence to get back in the win column, it has to be today. And following up with that point, I mean, they have 1 game left. Malvern has 2, and this is the 1 and 2 teams not like knocking at the door of one another. You probably don't know how badly Holy Ghost would want that number 1 seed. And if they want to have a chance to do it, this is the time on the ice that they have these couple minutes before puck drop here. So as I mentioned, I'm looking forward to a fantastic hockey game today, one full of pressures and offensive zone times and a bunch of shots and everything else, because I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what is going to come from this game. And what is it, just about 18 minutes if puck drop is on time. So looking forward to it.
Incredible insight. Zach, Dylan as well, bringing you as well the voice and the sights down ringside for our Senior Day event coverage. That about concludes it, but don't change that monitor as we get set for puck drop at 4 o'clock. The Malvern Prep Friars and the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds Picture Perfect Day at the Grundy Ice Arena. I'm Merrick Jesper as well. Keep it right here on the TUICE Network for Puck Drop at 4 o'clock. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Grundy Ice Arena for TUICE Network's coverage of Atlantic Prep Athletic Conference hockey on this Thursday afternoon as the Holy Ghost Prep Friars face off against the Malvern Prep Friars. I'm Merrick alongside Zach Denuse and Dylan Coyle in the booth. The Firebirds against the Friars on the ice today, and it's great to have you tuning in to our broadcast on this TUICE Network. Zach, we have two teams on the ice this afternoon, an exceptional matchup, the number 1 seed and the 2 seed facing off. What are your expectations as we get set for puck drop?
Well, I'm expecting a very quick, fast, high-tempo game. As we mentioned it during the senior day ceremonies, these two teams know how many games they have left. They know their rankings. Holy Ghost doesn't want to enter the playoffs. It's the number 2 seed, and today's their chance to change things. And I'm expecting to see a very high-tempo matchup for these two teams as we're about to get started.
Dylan Coyle as well. We get set for punch drop. He's as well as Zach Denuse in the booth. I'm Eric Jesperger on the call. And punch drop this Thursday afternoon is underway. It will be the Firebirds in their red, white, and blue uniforms facing off Malvern Prep defending the right side of your screen in their white and navy blue. This along now will be banked off of the boards as Doherty trying to get a quick fast break along your close side of the screen for Malvern Prep. But a quick stoppage of play and we'll get set for puck drop at the dot.
Malvern Prep, the number 1 team in the APAC for a reason. As we just saw, they are great defensively. Be able to get the puck control, get out of their zone as quickly as possible, and try to pick it up and start the forecheck.
Trying to pick pocket pole. It will be unsuccessful for the Friars, but the neutral zone batter will wager into the Firebirds end of the ice. Couple bodies hit the ice, and the Friars come up with the loose puck. Doherty will dump it around the board behind Brazier in net today for the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. And the battle along the boards once again here in the Firebirds end of the ice. His brother Braden Brazier will battle along, pick up the loose puck and dish along. Friars come up with it, take a shot on net as Donatucci with their first shot in favor of Malvern Prep will be swatted away by Brazier, and Holy Ghost Prep will control the puck behind the road net of the ice. Outlet pass will be connected, trickled along deep into Malvern Prep's end of the ice for the first time this afternoon. And Mudrick along the board, splashing with Donatucci. Loose puck comes to Brazier, across, shot off the pad, save in net. Purdy with his first test of the day, and he will make it a stoppage. Brazier in front, looking for Mudrick for the pass, just unable to find the quick steam, and it will be swatted away. Malvern Prep still unable to get the puck out of their zone. Mudrick back to Butler, quick snap. Brazier gets the rebound, missing the redirection opportunity, and the Flyers will score Brazier around Purdy in the crease. A quick stoppage of play, and right away the Firebirds their first offensive opportunity, but Purdy stands tall.
Yeah, the Firebirds doing a very nice job at making sure that they're getting the puck in on goal. Some really nice saves had to be made face off in the offensive zone for the Firebirds.
And I'm glad to see the Firebirds been able to take chances. First couple of minutes of this game, they weren't able to possess the puck anywhere in their own offensive zone, so good thing to see.
Face-off win for Holy Ghost Prep, dish back by Anthony Sparrow, and Sparrow with the redirection speed, got to the net for the Firebirds in an early 1-0 lead in favor of Holy Ghost Prep. The party continues on their senior day, and just 6 minutes into our contest this afternoon, the Firebirds in the red are up with an early 1-0 lead.
Well, once they came into the offensive zone just a few minutes ago, they really had some great opportunities. And as you could tell, deflections were something they were really trying to get working early. First one deflected just wide. Next one put right into the back of the net. There was nobody on that short side of Purdy, and the net was wide open. We got a 1-0 hockey game.
A beautiful feed. Carlos Rodriguez picking up a point, that assist. Down Sparrow, wide open on the doorstep, and will bank it home. Fine Schwein in a 1-0 lead in favor of Holy Ghost Prep. This puck will enter the neutral zone, fought off by Malvern Prep on the run of the ice, kept in by Stout. And Nessie will step in a Stout on the way puck. And trickle out, stolen by Moore, thrown in front of the net. But standing tall will be the Malvern Prep defense. As they control puck back at the neutral zone. But when this puck caught the official and entered the bench, catching the Firebirds well. They're not on the ice. They're going to have to wake up with that loose puck.
Yeah, I am. I'm really surprised with the way Malvern Prep has come out in this game. You know, off the face-off, the early face-off, when it started the game, they were looking like the team to beat. They immediately forechecked, had a really nice system going on. But Eric, it's been all Holy Ghost since.
And Holy Ghost 0-3 in the last 3 games are looking to attest that and step up big to try and get the Blues buzzing early in this Thursday afternoon, and they've done so with that 1-0 lead. They continue to cruise in Malvern Prep's end of the ice. As looking off the skate will be Marshall, fed back to Litley. Unable to handle the knuckleball puck. And hard hit there for the Friars. Up along the board, stepping in. And a shot on net. Jacobs with that hit, able to create an opportunity for Scherer. However, that shot sailed well over Brazier in net for the Firebirds. And Holy Ghost Prep will swat away an early opportunity for the Friars. Trying to get that response back after the 1-0 deficit.
Yeah, they're going to call it an icing right there. I think there's a few disagreements from the Holy Ghost bench, but did not catch the center ice red line before you throw it down. And just 3 minutes and 20 seconds into this 1-0 game, shots 6-1 in favor of the Firebirds. Malvern only have that one early shot on net. They have an offensive zone draw here.
Face off will be McEnany for the Firebirds against Jacobs. Jacobs will come up with the win. But the Friars unable to pick up that face-off win and capitalize on it. As the Firebirds take it back out to the neutral zone, controlled by E.J. Cole. One of the 13 seniors honored today for the Firebirds. Update chased by McEnany. Tipped along by Purdy, coming out of his crease. Connolly will close in front of that. Settlement pass unsuccessful. As the Friars playing a lot stronger for the net now, as Kirk will get this out in the 2-on-1 pass rate for the Friars. Jacobs tries to get a quick step move. Through it on the backhand pass, unsuccessful. That connection will be broken up by number 4 for the Firebirds, Jake Merrick, stepping up big for the Boys in red. And that 1-0 lead will stay as such thanks to the incredible hustle by Merrick on that 2-on-1 pass play.
And I'm not even sure from our angle up here if that was even considered a shot, if he even got it on net. I don't think it was. Yeah, but I mean, what you see is that Malvern is dangerous on their forecheck, on quick advances into the neutral zone and onto their offensive side of the puck. Keep an eye on that because they can be dangerous.
And even more dangerous is this top line for the Firebirds. Brazier, Mudrick. Here's Mudrick with a shot on that. Finds the post. Purdy will dive back and get a waffle on it. Able to find that puck on his back, on the post. Great effort, but a better opportunity for the Firebirds.
And that's a great save by Purdy because he heard it hit the post, he flipped around, and when he put his arm down, it just so happened to be on the puck. So if he didn't happen to land on the puck, it could be a 2-0 goal right now. Game right now.
It wasn't just flipping around, he kind of moved his entire body for it.
Yeah. Brazier on the face-off win by Mudrick. The Firebirds will continue to apply pressure on this Malvern Prep defense, which has struggled in the early parts of this stage. Trying to shift this one, and the Firebirds standing tall, keeping that just in favor on the blue line. And finally, Malvern Prep able to get it out. Dump back in. It will be Trainer for the Friars from behind his own net. Doyle Network getting a bit out in front. Offensive net is an opportunity. Mudrick shot wide. And a quick whistle and stoppage of play. And some contact in front of that. Mudrick able to get some space, but the shot just goes wide.
And it was a beautiful setup. He was right in the slot, ready for the shot, but net was hit off the moorings, and that's something you have to be aware of, especially early on, is that, you know, these nets are very easily taken off of their positioning, and when you have a good opportunity like that for Mudrick, you don't want to see that happen, but unfortunately, that is the circumstance sometimes, and it's just simply a face-off to the right of the circle.
Sparrow stepping in for the Firebirds. As those face-off men will switch out. Sparrow with the face-off win. Well, now Prep will pick up that loose change and flutter it out all the way down the ice. Control now by Butler. Sparrow chipped along, picked up, intercepted by the Friars. And this pass will find his own man. However, not on the ice, he finds him on the bench. As he stoppage of play, empty. Dishing that out into his own bench. And it will be a face-off back in Malvern Prep territory. The third straight face-off on the road end of the ice, and that's why the score is not only 1-0, they're down, but also the shot total 7-1 in favor of Holy Ghost Prep. Jacob stepping in, gets it along the boards. However, he'll continue to pick it up, shuffle it along with his feet. And here's a loose puck poked out of the zone. Butler with the hustle. He'll lay out, able to get a stick on it. But now we're Prep, able for a shot just wide. Gets you along the boards. Poke along. And the Friars will connect. Great stick handling. Back handling by Jacobs. Stolen by Stout. And Rodriguez looking for Sparrow will be unsuccessful in that connection. And now we're Prep will pick up the loose puck. And we see Malvern Prep having a tough time going blue line to blue line as they've gone as far as neutral zone before being stopped by a Firebird in the way. And Holy Ghost Prep, a loose stick will be the defense. Now Prep needed an opportunity for Holy Ghost Prep to go the other way with a man advantage. Caught off by Litley, who would get a stick in front of that shot before it got its way on to Brazier. And a stoppage of play, this puck out of play. And a 1-0 lead still in favor of Holy Ghost Prep.
I think the biggest difference so far, Eric, is that when Holy Ghost goes down to the offensive zone, they have a little bit more time to get things set up, take the shot that they want. Malvern, if they do get any shots off, it's quick off the rush because they know they really don't have as much time, and they're not as comfortable in that offensive zone just yet.
Jacobs picking up the face-off when putting a shot just wide of the net, catching Litley falling to the ice. As Malvern Prep will battle along the boards, they're going to keep this puck in Holy Ghost end of the ice. But the Firebirds will win out. Litley banking along. Here's Marshall, backhand feed. Intercepted at mid-ice by Holt, who will then dump it back into the zone. Jacobs on the hot pursuit. Backhand feed up to Marshall, who will carry it in for Holy Ghost Prep. Excellent stick work. However, Scherer will find that one off. Both players, hard collisions along the boards. Scherer will stand over Marshall in the corner. And the referee got right up to Scherer, who was standing over Marshall along the boards. Stoppage of play.
Yeah, and Mulholland had a chance to get the puck, especially the loose puck right there, and at least bounce it off the boards, but he decided hit first, puck second. So that might tell you a little bit something about the mentality both of these teams have, as we see both Scherer and we're waiting, and Marshall heading into the penalty boxes for both respective teams. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey here, Eric.
Looks like a bit of roughing, a bit of holding in that corner. As I mentioned, the official was right there standing over Scherer, who was applying that hit, and both players getting tangled up.
Yeah, it wasn't a simple takedown, get back up hit. Scherer was hanging on and laying on top of him for an extended period of time.
Well, with that, we'll get back to action. Both teams still at even strength. And as for the Friars, they're going to face off win. And this will be floated along out to the neutral zone. Connolly chipped along to McEnany. And offsides as Connolly just creeped up a little too early, a little too aggressive for the Firebirds. And the lineman right there, offsides, and a stoppage of play.
I don't think it's any surprise that we're seeing some of the more speedy guys, the speedier players out on the ice right now for both teams. I mean, just looking at Holy Ghost, we've got McEnany, Connolly, and, well, how about Connolly again? The brothers, both of them seniors. So all of them seniors right now.
There's a shot on net, fought off by Petrie. Loose puck still in front and a scrum. But the Malvern Prep Friars able to come out with that loose puck, shuffle it all the way down to the opposite end of the ice. Purdy stepping up big time on not one, not two, but three chances for Holy Ghost Prep. Here's Connolly. He'll get stepped into by a Friar along the boards. And here's our man number 19, Aiden Kelly, shipped along, unable to keep that puck in favor of the Friars at the neutral zone, but they'll start things all over again back on their own end of the ice. Moore, great stick handling, gloved out of the air, shot on net by Mudrick, the connection unsuccessful. Brazier will knock the glove off of Kelly, and keeping this, rather not keeping this, just barely Moore with an opportunity to catch a Friar without his glove, and a man advance hit shot on net would just be waved off by the official, And we'll get set for another face-off in the neutral zone.
Another thing to mention, it was actually just coincidental minors, which means that the players will be sent to the box for 2 minutes until the stoppage afterwards. So still 5-on-5 play. It's a weird little rule you might, sometimes get when it's the exact same call going both ways.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it executed in at least high school hockey in the past.
Usually if it's, for example, if we have 2 interference calls against players on the same play, then it'll be coincidental. If we have an interference and a hooking on the same play, then it would be 4-on-4, unless I'm wildly incorrect.
Dylan Coyle, the man of all knowledge, the voice. It's like we're sending it to Toronto with all the news out there.
Oh, boy.
Excited to have you right here by my side. This puck here as the Firebirds entering Malvern Prep's zone once again as they have lived there in the early stage of this first period. Brazier will be stepped into by Sam Buck. But for the Firebirds, they'll continue to hold on to the puck. And now Butler on the hot pursuit, pushing the envelope once again deep in the Friars' end of the ice. They'll battle along the boards. And some stick work and footwork will play along with this loose puck.
Watch Mudrick standing in the deep zone. He was wanting it if they got the puck.
Here comes Suzambucco. He let the outlet pass Mudrick. The co-captain on this Firebirds team will touch the puck, dishing it back down, and a quick line change for both teams. Rodriguez, Litley, and Sparrow back on the ice for the Firebirds. That line that got that first goal and that early 1-0 lead, thanks to the redirection pass by Rodriguez and the deflection that would find Twine off the stick of Sparrow.
Seems like they're going to call just not a penalty, of course, but a high stick with the puck hitting Sparrow above his waist. He didn't think he hit it. If you hit the puck above your waist and then you are the first one to touch it or your team, then the whistle is blown. Unfortunately, because of where it happened, it's now a defensive zone draw for the Firebirds.
Something that Malvern hasn't done a lot of is possess the puck in this zone. We talked about it earlier, just not comfortable, and you'd think that this is starting to warm up a little bit, but we have 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first period, and they still only have 2 shots on goals, guys.
Face-off win for Moore. We'll continue to see that shot total, if play continues as it has, get even farther and farther away from each other. Holy Ghost, they have the pace of play where they want it right now, and they're going to want to continue that with just under 6 minutes of play left in our first period of action. That 1-0 lead in favor of Holy Ghost Prep, and they will continue to hold on to the puck and play catch behind their own net. However, that connection will be unsuccessful. In front, almost able to capitalize.
I think that hit the post.
Fumble pass in front of the net by the Firebirds, but just like that, an opportunity goes the other way. Sparrow, Stout, looking for Rodriguez. Stout will be checked, hard collision and contact right into Purdy.
And Purdy looks like he's hurt. He's grabbing his left leg.
Oh, man, and that was his own player who pushed him into the cage.
An ugly, ugly play. Purdy is down, rolling over. He is on his stomach.
Trainer's coming out.
Hard contact, never even saw that hit coming as he deflected the puck off, looked to his left.
All right, wait a second. Referee, the linesman actually is saying that it looks like we're all good here.
Maybe just needs to strap up that pass,
Yeah,
favoring that left leg.
Yeah, really looking, and that's the first thing he grabbed. He took the contact, and then he immediately
Yeah, he
grabbed
took it
onto
in his
that
left
knee.
leg.
Yeah.
It looked like he did miss his head, though, on that hit. It looked like he caught him in the chest and the leg. So great to see where Purdy doesn't need to exit the ice to be checked above the shoulders. And he'll stay in net. Excellent.
We've laughed about the
Demonstration,
moorings. We've laughed about the moorings keeping the nets in here at Grundy because it seems like they need a little bit of our Gorilla Tape up here.
Yeah.
That time, it would have ripped off. The
Not
tape would
even-
have ripped off.
No chance about stopping that freight train coming at him. 2 players. And of course, with the way this game has been heating up, we can continue to see that physical play, especially in front of the net, continue to play out in this one. Here's Mahalan with the backdoor feed. Finish. Oh, it's on Purdy's back, not in the back of the net. Purdy reaching behind himself, gets a glove on it, saving the day for the Friars. My goodness, on the doorstep, back-to-back shot opportunities, tic-tac-toe passing between the two of them. Mahalan unable to find Twine.
Some incredible passing right there. Not only should it have gone in on the first initial shot
Yeah,
where
hit
it
the
actually
post.
ended up being a pass almost, but it hit the inside post before going off the back of him. And well, you know what? Sometimes it pays to be lucky so far.
2 times in this game, that Purdy's been extremely lucky, just kind of reaching behind him in desperation and being able to find the puck.
In addition to that post being his best friend, able to stop another puck, 3 pucks finding the post, just keeping out this score as a 1-0 lead.
And Malvern got a post as well.
Yep.
Well on the boards, Mahalan will then feed it out back to the blue line. Shot on net, redirected, followed up by Purdy. And Stevens able to get a stick on it. And here come the Friars back the other way. Jacobs, cross ice feed. Here comes contact along the Firebirds bench. Fought off back, and here comes Doherty moving across the top of your screen. Backhand feed will find the Friars front, and a connection and a goal. The captain will score for Malvern Prep. An excellent feed by Doherty, a saucer pass, and the beautiful finish by number 28, that being Suzambucco, for the Friars, and we're tied 1-1 with just over 4 minutes to play left in the first period.
Oh. And I was just going to say, from our angle, I mean, Brazier looked like he had the full net covered. If anywhere, the puck had to go right underneath his arm and above the pad. There must have been a little bit of daylight.
Well, you see, when you are in net and you're trying to follow a pass, you're going to move with the puck in the right side. It looked like the shot just went, again, the exact opposite direction. Great shot. Obviously, it went in and beat the tendy, but there's not much you can do there.
And talk about momentum now for Malvern. They just had a beautiful goal after Holy Ghost almost just scored 2, you know, so this momentum's slowly starting to trickle back to them, as without the offsides, they would have had another offensive zone draw and offensive zone faceoff.
And you also have to wonder, because he hasn't had much work in net right now, so only 4 shots on goal, 3 saves, and got to work with the mental game right now.
Want to keep that confidence going, especially against as multiple shots continue to come on him on net. And Suzambucco as well had 2 Firebirds in his back pocket, defensemen that were just unable to fight him off. And Suzambucco getting a stick on it will tie this game, notched up at 1. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, and the Firebirds looking to take back this lead after leading 1-0 on the early goal for Holy Ghost Prep. Now back tied up at 1, but the captain Mudrick and Brazier will look to change that. Brazier patiently getting this puck in front of the net. Purdy will get a poke check. Holy Ghost Prep trying to keep him on the boards. Mudrick with 2 Friars on him, not enough to keep that puck on his stick, and floated back out to the neutral zone. Kept along the sticks, but the Firebirds continue to push the envelope. Mudrick shot well over Purdy in net, as this will find the top net over the glass, and a stoppage of play face-off back in Malvern Prep's end of the ice.
I'll tell you what, even when it looks like nothing can absolutely happen, I mean, Evan Mudrick, he just tries to make something happen. He's the leading point scorer for Holy Ghost, and he's a danger whenever he is even near the puck or just on the ice.
6 goals and 6 assists on the season for Mudrick. He's averaging 1.5 points per game, and he's looking to continue to raise that in this one. As a shot on net from the blue line, Scherer, and some contact in front of that. Litley getting into it with the Malvern Prep Friar in front of the net, who was looking for that deflection, and his second goal on the day, that being Ryan Suzambucco. Suzambucco has been in the middle of everything, not only on the goal, but now he'll head into the box as well.
Yeah, and I was just going to allude to how this game is starting to become a little bit more physical for both teams. Even after the whistle was blown, a lot of pushing and shoving that resulted in probably 2 penalty, or 2 guys in the box. Incidental. There you go. That's the word I couldn't find.
Or coincidental.
Once again, we'll continue with even strength hockey. Both teams now with 2 penalties, but both canceling each other out. We still have even strength 5-on-5 here at the Grundy Ice Arena. This shot from behind the blue line will be battled off by Brazier, unable to get that glove on the puck, as play will continue and find its way back on the opposite end of the ice.
That also shows you, Eric, that these refs aren't going to take any of it today. They see you roughing, they're going to throw you in the box for 2 minutes.
Jacobs backhanded along, and the Friars have man advantage. 4-on-2, shuffled back and trying to get that quick shot, and deflection perhaps unsuccessful in that connection. And Scherer dished along, sent back into the zone by the Firebirds. and they'll continue to fight for it. Here's Sparrow's shot, fall off as the Friars able to get a stick on it. Desperation setting in as Sparrow had the green light, just only able to got that shot on net.
You know, I want to highlight a very what's the term? Anyway, unappreciated play right there. Sherry, the defenseman for Malvern, made a great play. He had two forecheckers really close to the side to just put it on his forehand, roll it around the boards, and they got out of the zone with that puck.
And a hard contact, Donatucci stepping into Sparrow, almost sending Sparrow into the Friars bench. But with this stoppage of play, puck will go all the way back down into the Malvern Prep end of the ice.
When you look at Donatucci and you look at Sparrow, one guy's a lot bigger than the other, and if Donatucci's coming and putting his shoulder into Sparrow, Sparrow knows he's probably going to go flying. But again, just the competitiveness starting to heat up a little bit. We got 1:33 seconds left in this first period, and guys, remember, it was at one point 9-2 in shots. It's now 9-7. Malvern really coming back.
Malvern Prep being that 1 seed, they're looking to continue that. Of course, Malvern Prep coming into tonight 5-1 in the conference. Holy Ghost Prep 3-2-2. And gentlemen, as well, something we can keep an eye on. It's 1-1. Both of these teams in their last 2 matchups have gone to post-regulation play, gone to shootouts, maybe a little late game drama as we get set for the later parts of this game as well.
By the way, the term is underrated that I was looking for.
Happens to the best of us.
Underrated would be a player like Panapresso, who will find this puck across the ice. Butler trying to feed this one in front, fought off. And this puck into the air, stays in play. As Butler couldn't find it, LaRock will step into him. And some contact. Stout with the effort, looking for Sparrow. Sparrow backhand feed. No man home for the Firebirds, but they will keep the puck in possession under a minute of play left in the first period. The Firebirds looking for one last shot. This puck will cross the blue line. Linesman will call this one dead, and the face-off will head back out to the neutral zone.
You see, that is a play that, and I'm still looking at the defensemen, seeing what they do when they have the puck, because there's so much that has to do with vision right there. Panapresso, really underrated player here. I'm going to use that word more times now. He could have gone out to the neutral zone, had everyone regroup. They would have still had the puck, and they would have had an opportunity to get things moving again. It reminds you of somebody like Bobby Orr. That's the style he made popular in the NHL. Instead, Malvern now has the puck in the neutral zone looking to attack.
33 seconds left on our first period of play. The Friars, they're looking for one last shot on net. As they trailed most of the first period, able to tie it up thanks to the back of the net connection by Ryan Suzambucco. Suzambucco on the ice as well, and it is Donatucci who will try and find this puck at his skates. Unsuccessful, and the Firebirds back the other way. Mulholland, stutter steps, pump fakes, fires, and this will be fought off not once but twice by Doyle in front of the net. Intercepted pass 3, 2, and 1. As Trainer will carry this out to neutral zone. Shot on net, well wide. And that will conclude our first period of action in the Atlantic Prep Athletic Conference matchup between the Malvern Prep Friars and Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. A 1-1 score, 11-7 shots on net in favor of the home team being Holy Ghost Prep, and we will send it to our first break. Keep it right here on TUICE Network. 1-1, we're tied up between the Friars and Firebirds on TUICE Network. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TUICE Network's coverage of Atlantic Prep Athletic Conference Hockey on this Thursday afternoon here at Grundy Ice Arena, as we have a tail of the night matchup between the Malvern Prep Friars and Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds. It's 1-1 tied up here as we kick off the second period of play. Face-off and puck drop is underway, and the Firebirds in their red and blue facing off against the Friars of white and navy blue.
And Eric, we talked about it coming in. Holy Ghost really good at quickness, really good defensively. Something we've seen today that they've been excellent at is passing, especially in the offensive zone, creating shots for themselves. Look for their passes to continue to give them more opportunities.
Malvern Prep on the doorstep with an early second period opportunity to try and take their first lead on the day. But the Firebirds with Brazier in net will stand tall and poke check that back out to neutral zone. But right back on cue, here come the Friars once again. Suzambucco dishes back to Jacobs, shot. It looked to be a hip. E.J. Poe able to fight this one off as the defender in front of the shot. As Brazier will definitely be thanking E.J. Poe with a great look in favor of the Friars in the early stages of this second period. Fanning on this clear attempt will give the Friars a shot on net. Rebound, one choice, finish off by Jeremy Jacobs in front of the net. Jacobs picking up his rebound and knocking it home. The Friars take their first lead on the day, and it all starts off with a shot from the blue line. Not once, but twice will Friars put a shot on net, and the second one will be knocked home.
And it shouldn't even been a shot attempt. The puck wasn't even pushed out to the blue line hard enough.
And that was Jimmy Kirk, or rather number 88, Brian Butler, unable to get that shot off. And in front of the net, the goal will be in favor of the Friars and give them a 2-1 lead. Here comes Jacobs, shot from the net, fended off. Look to be Brazier getting a glove on it and will deflect it away. And back the other way come the Firebirds. Offsides will unfortunately keep Evan Mudrick from touching this puck. As Malvern Prep starting from their own end of the ice, they'll go blue line to blue line. Jacobs unable to dish this one around Butler, who will stand tall as a defenseman and step back deep into the zone.
And all of a sudden, Eric, Malvern leading in shots 12-11. This is the team we expected to see coming out early, and Holy Ghost really just mistakes costing them here. They have to clean it up. But, you know, both great hockey clubs so far, and now Malvern's got to dig themselves, Holy Ghost has got to dig themselves out of a hole.
And the Friars, after being down 7-1 in shot total, have now taken more shots on net, 12-11 in favor of Malvern Prep. And in this one, of course, shots on net can make or break your team's momentum. And for right now, as we mentioned, Holy Ghost Prep getting off to that early jump in favor of shots. It's now flip script and in favor of the boys in white and navy blue in Malvern Prep. In addition to the shot total, so is the score 2-1.
The shot total is the really surprising part. It was completely opposite of this.
And here goes Holy Ghost Prep looking to tie it up on that. Here's Connolly. He'll flutter it into the zone. His brother as well, number 99, Michael Connolly, will be on hot pursuit. This will be off Michael Connolly's skate. Kept in by the Firebirds. Floated along off the glass. Getting back out to the blue line. Here's Butler's shot. Redirected off a man in front. An opportunity. A second man goal for the Firebirds. Tying this game up at 2. And Holy Ghost Prep right back in it. 2 men in front of the ice. Picking up the loose change will be Connolly, the brother, on the ice. This one, John Connolly. And he'll tie things up, momentum back in favor for the boys in red. A right on cue. Shot total back in favor of the Firebirds, and now this game tied up 2 apiece.
John Connolly has his brother Michael Connolly to thank for that. He kept the puck in at the blue line, rolled his wrists over, and it kept the play alive. Just a few seconds later, that puck ends up in the back of the net. 2-2, 3 minutes into the second.
Jacobs to Suzambucco as the Malvern Prep Friars look to respond. Fending along on their own end of the ice. Couple stick lifts, unsuccessful in Rodriguez, cross ice feed. We'll find Sparrow, and the Firebirds will work deep in Friars territory once again.
You can feel that momentum.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, boys, we got a hockey game.
The bench erupted, and the Firebirds looking to try and now take the lead once again. Connolly along the boards will fend this one. Little spin move, but the Friars will battle along with it, meaning 2-on-2 for this loose puck in Malvern Prep's end of the ice. Suzambucco waiting for the loose puck to come out. It will be in favor. Shot just wide of the net from the blue line.
That was really closer than it should have been.
And Jake Merrick getting all of that shot as he wound up, unable to find the goalie of Purdy in net. Malvern Prep back the other way. And the Firebirds take over, back across the blue line. Here's Sparrow. Shot, fought off by the pad of Purdy. Rebound opportunity off his own shot on net. Sparrow unable to knock it home. Well, right away, this fast pace of play continues to ramp up. And it's the Firebirds pushing the envelope with that forecheck.
Yeah, this forecheck has been mighty impressive. It looks like they're sending 2 players in every time. I'll get back to you on that the next time they're trying to break in and get the puck here on a breakout by the Friars.
Mulholland able to intercept this pass intended for Holt. Unable to send to this one. Mulholland, Solster pass, unable to find the stick and connection in front for his fellow Firebird, and this will now enter back into the prep zone. No line change, but a quick momentum shift as here comes Malvern Prep back the other way. Across the blue line, Jacobs with the spin move. We'll have Suzambucco creep along that blue line and a stop at the play once again.
It looks like they're doing a 2-2-1 starting from the blue line, but those neutral zone 2, they really crash in and try to swallow them up on the strong side of the puck, which is an aggressive kind of forecheck. It can lead to some mistakes, though, and a good chance the other way if it does get through.
Panapresso will get this pass off to Brazier, and it will find Mudrick, the captain. He'll spin, put a shot wide of the net. But the Firebirds will play catch behind the Malvern Prep net. Here's Brazier, spin move. Gets around 2 hits, puts a shot on net. Glove saved by Purdy, and he'll cover up. And a couple bodies on the floor, and a scrum in front of the crease. And Purdy will drop that puck off of the scrum in front of the net.
Well.
Mudrick down in front. He is the man with his stomach on the ice. Well, can't catch a number yet for that Malvern Prep Fire.
And obviously a lot of unnecessary pushing and shoving afterwards, but give Purdy the credit. That was a beautiful pass that looked like when he got rid of the puck, it was in his glove. I think from our angle, he robbed him on the what would be the near side. And that was just, you got to give credit where credit's due, and he really came across and made a huge save for his team.
I wonder how that networking event went between all the players down on the ice right there. And I do actually wonder if there's only going to be one penalty here, because it does appear that Scherer is in the box. Yes, Scherer is the only one getting a penalty after all of that, and I believe it is for holding, as the referee signaled to the scorer's box. So
it looked like there were some players trying to throw some punches, so I wasn't sure what the calls were going to be.
Holding for 2 minutes will be the call on Scherer of Malvern Prep.
Huge play coming up.
Evan
Huge power
Mudrick
play.
being that man down on the ice under Scherer as he got his helmet fixed up by Brazier. And right now, a key opportunity for this power play unit. Brazier, Sparrow, Mudrick on the ice for the Firebirds. 3 members we have mentioned multiple times on the broadcast today. And they're going to look to find and capitalize off this power play unit. They have 2 minutes to work with, and they'll win the faceoff and keep it in Malvern Prep's end of the ice. Working at the blue line, E.J. Pohl. Chips along for Mudrick. Back to Pohl. An open look. Looking to get this pass in for Sparrow.
What a
fought
stick.
up by Dougherty. Able to get a stick on it, step up big. However, the Firebirds will continue with possession. Back out to the blue line. Dish it along, Brazier. Small but mighty, he'll work with this in the corner. With that boost of speed, they'll find Mudrick. Fending along across traffic, and will find Panapresso. Unable to handle that puck. Now for Brazier, on the backdoor shot. Incredible save by Purdy in net. Desperation to his right. And Purdy able to get a pad and a chest in front of wide open on the back door. Fought off by Purdy. The denial will keep this game tied at 2.
Unbelievable, Dylan. Go ahead. I can't even believe it. He just made 2 huge saves to keep his team at bay.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It really hurts right now. Oh, my goodness.
And this crowd and bench erupted, thinking Mudrick was right there to bury that puck home. But Purdy, he had another idea, and he'll keep his team and this score tied at 2. A minute 18 still to work with on the power play.
And let's not forget, this Malvern team is ranked #1 for a reason. So, I mean, everything that they do is good, and got to give credit to Holy Ghost because they've really put them to the test.
And the net comes off this morning as Panapresso shot fought off the left pad of Purdy. As it was Sparrow right on the doorstep trying to pick up that loose puck, but will only find the net. Fought off this morning, and another stoppage of play. A minute 9 left on the power play. And as we mentioned, Malvern Prep's penalty kill has been 90% effective so far this season. The power play for Holy Ghost Prep only 11%. But they're looking to try and change that with Mudrick, Sparrow, and Panapresso on the ice. They've been on the ice this entire power play, so some fatigue perhaps will set in for the boys in red. Mudrick from behind his own net will start it all off and will pickpocket. Great move, shot on net, wide of the net as Brazier didn't need to get a glove on it as that shot will go well wide. Number 97 for the Friars, that being Jeremy Jacobs, almost able to notch up his second goal of the season against this Firebirds team. But shot goes wide, and eating up plenty of clock will be Malvern Prep on this Firebirds man advantage power play. But Panapresso now able to work an opportunity. The outlet pass in from the net, unsuccessful in that connection. And now under 10 seconds left. Here's Brazier, back to Mudrick. Mudrick in front, getting a stick on it with that redirection. Jacobs will step in to reassure that save by Purdy. And now tangle up will be Brazier, and a couple words exchanged with Jeremy Jacobs as well. But without a stoppage of play, 3 seconds left on this power play. And right here exactly, face-off win can give the Firebirds one last opportunity with this man advantage.
And on the flip side, a face-off loss can give Malvern that little bit of hope that when Scherer exits the box, you know, he's going to have some fresh ice to work with. So very important face-off for both teams.
Jacobs and Marshall at the dot. Marshall will be subbed out for Connolly. And a face-off win by Michael Connolly will keep this puck in possession of the Firebirds.
Back to 5-on-5.
Back out. Even strength for both teams. And here comes a 2-on-2 break the other way. Make that 3-on-2 for the Friars. Jacobs will trip over his own skates, unable to get a shot on net. But right there, Holt trying to keep this in play. It will be in favor of Malvern Prep for just a moment. But back the other way come Holy Ghost Prep. The boys in red. Connolly looking for that tic-tac-toe pass, unsuccessful as it will be fanned away, not able to find the stick of Michael Connolly. But behind the net, continue to work will be Holy Ghost Prep before this puck will enter back out to neutral zone.
Defenseman pinched right there, and it just did not seem like they noticed it. Uh-oh, look out.
Here comes Jacobs, looking to get this pass off to Holt. He will do so. Shot on net, fought off by the left pad of Brazier. Hard contact behind the net, but Brazier standing tall once again. His 13th shot faced on net. And back the other way comes his offense. Before Butler's shot off the skate of Jacobs, who will now enter the bench. Marshall dishing this one along the boards. Stout on hot pursuit. He's helping out Connolly along the boards. McEnany looking for that puck in front of the net. Unable to get it. As Kelly chipping it along for the Friars, now out of the zone, and the neutral zone battle will continue. Both teams trading the puck. Trainer almost getting pickpocketed by Rodriguez. But a sigh of relief as the Friars will continue with puck possession and look to slow things down. However, one team continuing this fast pace of play.
See exactly. I'm sorry to cut you off. See exactly what I meant by that forecheck. He had one guy go into the zone, and then when they pick a side, two players then start to pressure. It almost led to a break the other way, but they did get the puck back.
There's Merrick shuffling this one across the blue line, and the Firebirds will pick up the loose puck. Do it along the boards, just out of the reach of Merrick and back the other way.
Already halfway through this game, something to add on to everything, Eric. The ice has had a lot of action. 5 minutes of warm-up, 16 minutes of the first period, and so far around 10 minutes of this period.
And here comes the duo you don't want to see if you're the Malvern Prep. Brazier on the doorstep, shuffling, driving, stabbing at this puck on Purdy's pad. Brazier paying the price for trying to take that second and third effort on that puck right on Purdy's pad, right in his crease. And Brazier swarmed after that puck will be blown dead.
It's sometimes kind of confusing to look up and see the score is still tied at 2. I mean, we've had some heavy action over the past couple minutes here, and I think the biggest guy that needs a break in the next 6 minutes and 20 seconds is Purdy, because he has been bombarded nonstop in the second period. Malvern kind of reverting back to their first period selves of only taking chances on quick draws and just slot shots. They're not really getting anything set up in their own offensive zone.
Face-off win by Jacobs will keep this puck out. Rather that will be LaRock for Malvern Prep, but the win will keep this puck in possession before this will get back out to neutral zone. And now turning the other way, here comes Malvern Prep. 6 minutes left to work with in the second period.
Great block.
Block in front of the net as the Firebirds standing tall, helping out their goaltender in net once again. And now looking to turn a defensive stop into an offensive surge. Here comes Brazier, chipped along. Back out to the blue line. E.J. Pohl unable to get to it right away. Rather, it will be a man of the opposite jersey in Jacobs. Shot tripped up and will go headfirst into Brazier in net. And Jeremy Jacobs will have a tripping penalty charged on the Firebirds. Almost an opportunity for a penalty shot.
I don't think it was that. It was close if he was a few feet in front. But I will say this is all because of some miscommunication between Pohl and Moore. They didn't know who was going to go after the puck, so they both sat there and didn't go after it. As a coach, you want to see your players go after the puck and miscommunicate rather than not go after the puck, because it can lead to an opportunity here, and it's on the power play for Malvern.
Well, now we finally have a chance to see forecheck for Malvern, and looks what happens. We get an off-man rush for the shorthanded team, and of course all they want to do is kill as much time as possible. And with 5:25 left in this second period,
Butler across ice at the blue line will be Spare, who would chip it in, and as you mentioned already, seconds ticking off. That'll be 30 seconds total, and Malvern Prep hasn't even entered the Firebirds' end of the ice just yet.
Oh, this is fantastic.
LaRock will get across to Suzambucco before Butler will once again fend this off. Marshall with a great stutter step move, unable to keep the puck with him. And now Malvern Prep looking to try and get every man into the offensive end of the ice and try and put a shot on net, as they're already 1 minute down in this power play man advantage. Getting everything set up. Jacobs shot on net, standing tall in front. Another opportunity, stabbing at it will be Jacobs, unable to come up with it. And here's Dougherty with the puck. Pickpocketed by number 88, Brian Butler. Once again, the defensive effort from Butler. He fanned on that shot earlier that led to a Friars goal, but he stepped up now in this one in the second period.
But you also really, if you are in net, Mudrick, you gotta hold on to that puck right there. That is a dangerous play. It dropped right in the blue paint as well. Or excuse me, not Mudrick, of course, but Brazier.
Here's a great flip of the puck and doing everything himself. Getting a shot on net will be LaRock. He chipped it over the Firebird on defense and able to put a shot on net, fought off once and twice by Brazier, who will stand tall. And with that, continues with E.J. Pohl. He'll be in the box. 26 seconds left on this power play in favor of the Friars. Face-off back out to the neutral zone. And Malvern Prep with a face-off win will look to work up one last man advantage opportunity. And it will start here with the chip in by Jacobs. He'll work around Merrick. Jacobs shot. And it will squeak through the pads of Brazier.
Ref hasn't called it yet.
Rather a celebration. Caught us all a little jumpy. Even the bench of Malvern Prep thought that puck found twine. Brazier just able to keep his pad connected with the post. Kept it out along the goal line. And just like that, this game stays 2-2. My goodness, what a reaction and an opportunity for Malvern Prep. Now with just 5 seconds left to work with. Trainer behind the back feed. E.J. Pohl out of the box. And we're back to even strength. In front, flutters up and knuckleballs into the glove of Brazier. Great hand-eye coordination as that puck slowed up on a dime. When he's able to get a glove on it and keep this puck out of the back of his net.
A little bit of a quick whistle there. I think we've seen a lot of that in some of our games on the TUICE Network.
And back on the ice, here comes a face-off win for the Firebirds. And getting that will be Brazier, Mudrick, and in reinforcement will be Moore. This pass unable to find Moore as Brazier trying to get every man involved with that. But back to the way 3-on-3. Moore winds up, fires, followed off by the defenseman in front of that shot. That will be Doyle with that redirection, but Mudrick will keep it in possession of Holy Ghost Prep. E.J. Pohl, cross-ice feed for Mudrick, winds, stands on the shot, and now here come the Firebirds continuing with possession. Shipped along back to Mudrick. Thrown in front, Brazier will control it behind the Friars net. E.J. Pohl, blue line to blue line. Thrown in front, followed off by the pad, winds, fires. Pad save, rebound, Brazier chipping this one just a bit over the crossbar. Unable to find the back of the net on an incredible opportunity right in his wheelhouse. But Brazier, staying on the ice, will ship this now back to Moore. Behind the net, upended. And the Friars will get a call in their favor, get this puck back out to the neutral zone. And Holy Ghost Prep, the bench and stands are letting him hear it.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure exactly what happened. We can't see it from this broadcast angle if a stick did get caught up in the skates, or maybe it was just a random, I'm stepping on your stick, I'm stepping on your skates and falling over.
And with an opportunity, blue line, the blue line, and they'll say Brazier, or rather Mudrick. The duo will be offsides. A 2-on-0. Quite frankly, opportunity for the Firebirds. Miscommunication for Malvern Prep, but oh boy, will they catch a break on the duo you do not want coming at you, especially with just your goalie standing in between you and a deficit.
And I mean, as a parent, you might be upset about that call, but referee was exactly where he needed to be. If that's the call he said, then you'd much rather him calling what he sees than calling what he doesn't see. So we got 1 minute and 57 seconds left in this second. Still tied at 2, and we got energizing hockey in front of us, Eric.
McEnany controlling it with his skates, and we'll get this on his stick fluttered into Malvern Prep's end of the ice. And for the Friars with a couple hits on your far side of the screen. One out play catch behind their own net. LaRock across the boards to Scherer, chipped along and intercepted by Stevens. Back out Stevens on his senior day being honored along with his 12 other teammates. Will look to keep this party going for Holy Ghost after a incredible senior day festivities. As for the Friars, they're looking to disrupt that party. But for right now, this game tied at 2 apiece with 1 minute 15 left in our second period of play. Once again, you're tuned into the TUICE Network. Eric Jessberger on the call. I'm joined by Dylan Coyle and Zach DeMuse here in the booth at Grundy Ice Arena. The number 1 seed in Malvern Prep facing off against the number 2 seed in Holy Ghost Prep. And right now, with 1 minute left of play, we're tied at 2. Malvern Prep in their white and navy blue, throwing a shot on it, fought off by the Firebirds as number 93 able to stand tall. Patrick McEnany, one of the seniors, mentioned as well. But this puck back out into Holy Ghost end of the ice. 40 seconds, and the Firebirds with puck control.
I just watched that offsides call on quarter speed from our live stream. It was offsides by an inch.
Malvern Prep trying to get one last hoorah in the late stages of the second period. Thrown on net this wide, but a whistle will blow before the shot comes off of the stick of Kirk. As you mentioned, taking a look at that offsides call. My goodness, can't get any closer than that.
Yeah.
That is beautiful camera work.
Nice job, Zach.
Zach DeMuse, the man of many talents, on camera and on color.
We got it.
TUICE Network bringing you the sounds and sights of this incredible Thursday afternoon matchup.
Skeleton crew right here, but it's a beauty.
Here we go, 19 seconds to work with. Speaking of a beauty, will be Connolly's carry into the zone. And an excellent stand-up play by Doherty, fending this one off as a defenseman. But the Firebirds with one last opportunity, 5 seconds. Fought along behind the boards. Here's Marshall looking for a wraparound. Centering whistles will blow, the buzzer will sound, and this puck will be kept out of the net by Malvern Prep. And with that, we'll conclude our second period of action here at the Grundy Ice Arena. 2-2. Gentlemen, we have an excellent hockey game in store and another 16 minutes left to play in the third period. We are in store for some great hockey this Thursday afternoon. With that, keep it right here on the TUICE Network. Don't go anywhere. Keep it right here on TUICE Network. 2-2. We're inside here at the Grundy Ice Arena.
dominantly, but takes up for Malvern to get back into their pace.
This shot will find glass, unable to find net at all. Purdy standing tall in net as he has 21 saves on 23 shots this afternoon and looking to continue. He's taking a bruising in the first 2 periods of play and will look to step up, continuing to be a brick wall, and an open ice hit laid on by Mudrick, stepping into Trainer. And on the opposite end, this puck will go behind the Holy Ghost Prep net. And here come the Firebirds working it up across the neutral zone. Here's Brazier, stutter step move, excellent stick work. He'll feed this one in front, puck lost for a moment, still on the stick of Brazier, but back the other way come the Friars. Kirk shipped along, stoppage of play, and an offsides will be called on Malvern Prep.
You know, we've been in the locker rooms, in the lobby. Everyone in this arena went to get a little bit of warmth. I will say the play in the start of this period, the first minute and a half, a little bit more measured, and I expect it to be that way until these players literally warm up on the ice.
Both teams have felt themselves out throughout the season. They have 2 matchups where they've already played. This is their 3rd and final game of this regular season in conference play. Malvern Prep 2-0 over the Firebirds, and both of those games and victories coming in post-regulation play. But right on cue, the Firebirds step up with an answer, and a shot on net will squeak through the pads and glove of Purdy. And a 3-2 lead, and Holy Ghost Prep losing twice to Malvern Prep this season, step up in a big way, and on his senior day, number 62, John Connolly, gets this 3rd period started with a back of the net connection. Up by 1 with 14 minutes to play is Holy Ghost Prep.
And I believe that's also Connolly's 2nd goal of the day. He had the one earlier in the 2nd period, but great awareness just to have a loose puck, fling it on net. Purdy has been a brick wall for Malvern all game, so try to catch him off balance, try to catch him off guard, and that's exactly what happened. 3-2, Holy Ghost.
Purdy's going to want that one back every day of the week. That puck, as it goes out of play, looks like we're going to have a face-off in the Malvern zone. Oh, man. You don't like it for Malvern because it's just a puck that pops out and it goes out of their possession. They have the puck. It's just, again, the Holy Ghost forecheck is so strong. It's been so fruitful in this game so far that it will lead to moments like that happening.
And not only did that shot squeak through the pads of Purdy, but also Holy Ghost Prep found a chink in the armor in this defense of Malvern Prep that has stepped up in a big way in that 2nd period, getting caught lacking there a bit in this 3rd period, and Holy Ghost Prep able to capitalize and take the 1-goal lead, 3-2, with over 13 minutes of play left in our 3rd period of action. And with a quick conversation, this faceoff will be back out to the neutral zone. Holy Ghost Prep in their red uniforms will lose the faceoff. Stout unable to come up with a faceoff win. It will be in favor of Suzambucco. He's got a goal today for Malvern Prep, and he'll carry it out, fed up to Jacobs. And for Malvern Prep, a quick offensive surge will be squandered away by the Firebirds. And looking to center this pass, kicked along by Sparrow. As both teams will trade the puck back and forth, pinballing at this neutral zone before Mudrick will send a rocket from the faceoff circle, and it will be put on net. Purdy standing tall with a quick wake-up cue. And right there, Purdy facing another shot on net, 23 for 26 on shot total play from the Firebirds.
Oh, man, Mudrick got away with something right there. He put a puck right into the skates of another Malvern player. He didn't get back, even though he's not playing defense. He still needs to get back. He's in the defenseman's position, and a player did sneak behind him. However, the outlet pass was not strong there. Whistle blown, the puck got caught up in the pads of Purdy. Did not look the most sure of himself with that.
And we've seen Holy Ghost Prep push the envelope, push that forecheck more and more compared to Malvern Prep's pace of play. That's why they're up 3-2. But how aggressive is too aggressive, Dylan?
I mean, you can be too aggressive. However, when you're in a position where you need to score right now, you can afford to be still medium, conservative, average at the moment. Talk to me again when there's 6 minutes left and they're still down by 1.
And of course, with the Firebirds, they had that top line on the ice, so they're going to want to push that envelope. They're going to want to do it with Brazier, Moore, and Mudrick running the show.
They're a fiery team. They're a fiery team. That puck went out of play. quite a high pop-up, and it's going to come back into Holy Ghost ice. Holy Ghost does seem like a team that really wants to push the envelope, as you were saying. They want to keep playing forward with the puck. It shows with their shots. They're leading 27-17 in the shot compartment. However, it just takes one shot to tie this game back up.
Mudrick at the face-off dock will win it in favor of the Firebirds, and Brazier with a boost of speed. That Patrick Kane-like play. Here's Brazier, starts that move, shot on net, and the most pretty play we've seen today. Won't be any product of a back-of-the-net connection, but Brazier, my goodness, Zach. We mentioned that Patrick Kane-like-esque from Brazier, and he definitely put it on full display there with that stutter step move.
I don't think I've seen another high school player stop on a dime just like Brazier did, and he tried to take a shot, almost trying to beat Purdy low near side, and obviously you look at what Purdy's done so far in this game. You don't want to give him too many open-ended chances, but that shot right there is the great one to take, and Purdy just got the better of it.
I know I certainly couldn't make that play.
Behind the net, here come the Firebirds, trying to work this one in front of the crease of Purdy. Trying to be a baseball player, reaching up for that loose puck along the boards will be Connolly, unable to get a glove on it.
You notice
away come the Friars.
Did you notice two Malvern prep players? They were already pushing there. Aggressiveness, well, it's definitely ramping up, as you were just implying.
Aggression and perhaps a little bit of desperation, as they have been able to top the Firebirds twice this season. Both of those games, however, as we mentioned, coming in post-regulation play.
And a win should clinch regulation for Malvern, so or for a regular season championship, I should say, for Malvern, which would give them such a nice spot going into the playoffs. This is not what they had on the menu today, as that's an all-sides call 5 minutes into this third period.
And we're starting to talk a little bit more about the awareness of Malvern, and let's go back to the Firebirds. Brazier in net has not seen a shot, I don't think, yet this period. So, Dylan, you mentioned just a couple minutes ago, yes, they're down in shots, but it only takes one to tie this game. And with Brazier being rusty right now, or not as rusty, but just unprepared as Purdy has been in the past couple minutes, I mean, one couple nice shot in, it might surprise him.
This shot will enter the boards of Malvern Prep, working behind his own net. Will now be Doherty. He'll be met by two Firebirds, but get this puck out and do his job. Fed up to Kirk, laying out will be Merrick, unable to get a stick on it. And here's a 2-on-1 break. Jacobs keeping himself, fed across, incredible pad save, and a deflection in front of that with the blocker. Brazier hasn't faced a shot yet, but he will step up in a big way for this Firebirds team, keeping his team up by one.
Okay,
yeah, I don't think he's rusty, Dylan.
I think it might take more than one shot.
Yeah.
My goodness, Brazier, an incredible save, and immediately followed up with another rebound right on the doorstep. What an incredible save by Brazier. My goodness, by far the save of the game we have seen today. Purdy and Brazier back and forth. We've seen the talent in net for both teams today, but right now, perhaps a man advantage opportunity, but we'll get that answer in just a moment.
You know, it's one thing to make the stop on the initial shot.
Right.
It's another to make
the two
oh my
shots.
goodness. What an incredible play. Evan Mudrick.
I mean, and it stinks because what's going to be lost is the
Real
tremendous
quick,
effort.
Look what's happening. Evan Mudrick slashing. And it looks like he's going to be in the box for 2 minutes. Huge opportunity coming up for the Friars.
And of course, Mudrick will not agree with that call. Gump Whiteside, head coach for the Firebirds in his 11th season coaching this Holy Ghost Prep hockey team. He wants an answer. And right now, a momentous opportunity, gigantic chance for Malvern Prep to get back in this game. It's going to be a slashing.
Wow, it's a double minor.
Yeah, I thought he put up four
Me
fingers,
too.
but I didn't want to make that call because we weren't sure. But 4 minutes, and that if they do score here, I mean, it's important to know that. Well, it's a 4-minute minor, so even if they score in the first 30 seconds, he's still coming
even if they score. Even if they score 2 minutes within 2 minutes, they'll still have a full
4 minutes.
Wow, no, they'll still have a full another 2 minutes.
Right, correct.
Wow, this is huge.
And Malvern Prep, this is what you need. You have 10 minutes of clock to work with in this third period to play. You're down by one, and 4 minutes with a man advantage. They'll get the face-off win as well, and it'll be Jacobs along the boards, and the Friars will play catch behind Brazier in net. Waging out his options. Now back out to the blue line. Malvern fans on the shot, and Brazier will be on hot pursuit, jabbing at Doherty. But now here comes a man advantage for the Friars. Across the blue line comes Jacobs. Will fan take a hard check by E.J. Poe, the senior, for the Firebirds. And this back out to the blue line dish will be fumbled by Doherty. And the Friars will have to reset everything once again in the neutral zone.
Friars have to calm down just a little bit. Stick popped over, or the puck popped over the stick that time. Last time it was just too hard of a pass. Hit right off the stick tape and unable to do anything with it. So they just need to calm down, make sure they're set up, play their game, and don't let Holy Ghost dictate their...
Shot blocked in front. Didn't get to Brazier in net. Instead, Panapresso with the block. Another block by the Firebirds. Loose in front, just scores! Malvern Prep knocking it home, tying this game up at 3 as the power play will be capitalized by the Friars. Loose puck scrum, and the boys in white and navy will come up with the goal. Suzambucco with his second on the day. And gentlemen, a man advantage still in favor. As you mentioned, Malvern Prep capitalizing in that time, and they have another 2 minutes with a man advantage.
Unbelievable. Remember we were talking about that 6-minute mark to come back and ask me? Well, it might be going the other way around for Holy Ghost. 2 minutes left, a big man advantage here, even bigger than the first one.
Ryan Suzambucco with his second goal today, 3rd point against the Firebirds this season. As this puck will go all the way back down the ice. And with play continuing, a minute 40 left on this power play. Mudrick, Antsy in the box, ready to get back onto the ice with this game now notched back up at 3. Loose puck and a shorthanded opportunity. Panapresso will be fought off by the defenseman. And here's Suzambucco shipping in along to the rock. But the Friars, power play, opportunity, and drive into the Firebirds end of the ice will be quickly shoveled out and sent away. Holt fanning on the pickup, but Kirk was right there in his back pocket.
Oh, that's got to be a hook.
A hooking.
No, they're not calling it.
No call.
That's a missed call.
As Kirk's stick was straight in the back jersey.
Yeah, that's
number 6. That being Sean Moore of the Firebirds. A missed call, and Malvern Prep will look to capitalize with just under 50 seconds left to work with on this power play. Short-handed opportunity. Outmanned by 2-4. But here's Moore eating up more clock time. He'll then shuffle behind the boards.
So I believe the original penalty, there were actually 2 separate incidents of hooking, or of slashing, on Evan Mudrick that led to this double minor. Only 24 seconds left, tie game.
Malvern Prep, one last rush on this man advantage. Swatted out of the air by number 20, that being Eric Poe of the Firebirds. They'll clear it all the way back down the ice. And here comes Moore on hot pursuit as Purdy will have to make a quick response. Shuffle to Doyle. And back to even strength in 3, 2, and 1.
I have to say, Malvern, they're lucky to get the tying goal, but over the past couple minutes, Holy Ghost, their penalty kill has been absolutely tremendous. Malvern really hasn't even been able to get set up at all. So give Holy Ghost credit, is now full strength, and they got the puck.
Don't be surprised if there's a makeup call coming shortly. I don't love makeup calls, but typically, if you're talking psychologically, they do happen.
That missed hook call, of course, can come crucial. Right now, though, we have 5-on-5 and a 3-3 tie game.
Another ref
with under 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in our 3rd period of play. And this one won't find glass, but it will instead find the Firebirds bench as Jacobs waking up. Holy Ghost Prep with a quick shot on the bench.
A nice little breather for both teams because...
And us.
Yeah, and us as well. Well, more for you. You know, we kind of... Zach and I kind of can breathe while the game's happening. But this has been an incredible game between 2 worthy opponents in the APAC. And you know what? 6 minutes left in this game. Will we have another post-regulation result?
Get that popcorn popping and get yourselves ready for the rest of this game as a strong competitive matchup is in store for these last 6 minutes. 3-3 we're tied. The shot total 28-21 in favor of Holy Ghost Prep. The Firebirds working left to right. They'll work with this one on their own end of the ice. An outlet pass will find Mudrick, and then Brazier into the Malvern Prep's end of the ice. Brazier along the boards, unable to pick it up as the Friars will continue with it. And out with a burst of speed, here comes Jacobs. He has 1 goal today, but he will be stepped into, and a great contact by Panapresso. We mentioned his names multiple times on the defensive effort, and once again excelling right when he needed to for this Firebirds team.
Yeah, he has been doing a great job. Still work to be done, however, and I'll tell you what, his save percentage, it might not be spectacular. 18 saves on 21 shots, but it's certainly been big saves.
This shot on net won't find its way through traffic as number 9, that's Steven Getzy, will get this puck dished back out to the neutral zone for the Friars. A blockade will stand at the blue line, and Connolly with a shot on net, pad save, and a wide open backdoor chance. However, no man home on that left side of the net.
The Connolly brothers, my goodness.
One of the 4 brother pairings for this Firebirds team, all recognized today on the Senior Day festivities before puck drop. And right now the Firebirds with a shot on net, fought off by the pad of Purdy, and this one behind the net. Connolly unable to get that connection from Marshall, but the Firebirds continuing to apply the pressure. Now, finally, Malvern Prep will pick up the puck and flip out of their own end of the ice, flipped out of play, and a stoppage of play will halt this one. Face off back in to Malvern Prep's end of the ice.
The Connolly line, they are absolutely buzzing right now, and I think we've had a few different players come into that line as well, with John Connolly looking for a hat trick. It looked like Sean Marshall also on that line, kind of jumping onto where Patrick McEnany typically is.
That line working extremely well. We mentioned before the game that the line of Moore, Mudrick, and Brazier would be the one to watch out for, excelling as the top line with this Firebirds offense. But right here, these lines continuing to apply pressure on all cylinders. Panapresso's shot knocked out of the air by the Friars in front of Petrie in net. Purdy rather, and right there, that will now deflect play, slowing things down for just a moment. Stout, hard contact set into the ref.
Penalty.
And a penalty will be called. Now
actually, offsides.
Offsides. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sorry about that.
We all jumped the gun. It looked like it.
Linesman had his hand up, but of course he's a linesman.
There's Panapresso, centering pass deflected, but Butler will pick up the loose change. Brian Butler working behind Purdy in net. Phantom shot stands on the opportunity, as that centering pass couldn't have been any more beautiful for Panapresso.
3:10 left to go in the third period. Both teams trying to make their final adjustments. Want to be aggressive, not overly aggressive, because let's remember, it's a tie game, and there's no overtime. It goes directly to a shootout.
And more importantly, come these line changes, they have to be on point and exact. You don't want to be a man down, caught sleeping, and leave your goaltender out to dry. Under 3 minutes of play, here comes Suzambucco. He's outmanned by 3. He'll throw a shot on net, looking for his hat trick. Fought off the shoulder of Brazier. Muscled along the boards. Here come the Friars, still with possession. Jacob slowing things down. He'll get this one through the legs. An exceptional effort, and a round of applause will be given to Sean Moore, who will get a stick on it. He has 3 points on the season against the Friars, but on the defensive effort, right there, he'll step up in an even bigger fashion.
Great pass, even better block. That's what I was going to add. It looked a tremendous find at the line.
And some very emotional conversations going on from the Holy Ghost Prep bench to these officials. And of course, we mentioned desperation setting in. A face-off on your own end of the ice couldn't do damage with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to work with. Face-off. Jacobs will be out one by Marshall. This one will head out of play and into the bench of Holy Ghost Prep. And we'll get set to redo it all over again with another face-off to Brazier's right.
Another face-off reset. That took 4 seconds off the clock here.
Even strength hockey, not so bad 3. Marshall with the win once again over Jacobs for the Firebirds. Connolly, 2 goals on the day, looking for number 3. But right there, he'll be outmanned along the boards as the captain Suzambucco with 2 goals of himself today will pickpocket Connolly. But this shot off a couple sticks in front of the net through traffic, and we'll have it a play, and we'll do it another face-off in Holy Ghost Prep's end of the ice. And once again, we will reset as the face-off win, this time for the Firebirds. We'll now see the shot of E.J. Pohl just trying to clear it out to neutral zone. The flutter, however, will find the roof here at the Grundy Ice Arena. Face-off won once again by Marshall. 4 for 4 on the last face-off wins, and even more crucial, that coming in his own end of the ice of Holy Ghost Prep. Outlet pass finds Jacobs, shot on net, saved, and will be stuck in the pads of Brazier.
While Brazier has been, like you said, unfazed over the last few minutes, you gotta worry if you're the Holy Ghost coaching staff, because right now Malvern, they've been controlling the puck and playing at their own pace.
And every shot attempt is not, you can't take anything for granted right now. You got 1 minute and 55 seconds left in this third tie game. They don't want to go to extra time. They want to settle this in regulation.
Oh, but look what line is out for Holy Ghost.
Wisely feeding this along the boards off that face-off win will now set up a clear and finally get the puck back on Malvern Prep's end of the ice. Pushing the envelope once again is the Firebirds, and they'll now control puck possession with 1 minute 30 left. Across the neutral zone into the blue line, but he will be stepped into and laid out.
No call. Looked like that was a high hit. It almost hit his neck area.
It did. I thought exactly that.
The height differential from the Rocks stepping in. However, the Firebirds look for a quick answer. Wide open was Stout, but able to get a stick on it was Doherty in front on that backdoor feed. 1 minute 5 left. Tied at 3, and the Friars now push across the blue line, will dump it in, and the Firebirds get a quick line change as well as Malvern Prep.
Look at who's sitting on the bench right now, ready to jump out. It's Evan Mudrick. Will it happen?
Creeping, looking to be the hero in today's matchup. 45 seconds left, tied at 3. And ladies and gentlemen, post-regulation play has been the story of both these team seasons. The last 2 matchups, both games going to shootouts in favor of Malvern Prep. And right now, the man looking to be the hero on senior day, Evan Mudrick himself. Flipped into the air, gloved out of the air by Brian Butler. And this play will continue. 2-on-2, quick break. Here comes Jacobs, backhand, poked by Brazier, coming out of his crease. Exceptional heads-up play by the goaltender for Holy Ghost Prep. And here comes Brazier with a 2-on-1 chance. Panda Presto's with them. Brazier, once, fire, save, rebound. Fought off, unable to pick up the loose puck on the open door. Rebound look, and regulation will expire. You couldn't have asked for any better opportunity. If you're Holy Ghost Prep, your leading man, Brazier, with the fast break shot, rebound, unable to pick up and notch that one
with
home.
7 seconds. Like to have that chance with enough time, usually if that happens, you don't have enough time to get down the ice.
I love hockey. That's my analysis. I love this game. It looks like we might have a 5-minute, put 5 on the clock. Is this going to be overtime?
I hope so.
So it is funny because when teams play in different leagues and have different challenges, there will be different rules across these different leagues. I mean, if you look at NCAA play, some leagues will have the 3-point system, some will have the normal NHL 2-point system, and then sometimes you just really never know exactly what you're going to get. So we might get 5 minutes of overtime right here. All of our prior research has been pointing to the fact that it's just going to a shootout, which would be a bit disappointing based on what we've seen from the play so far in this game. But
at the same time, to allow the 2 people who have kept this game so close, which is the goaltenders, to have it come down to them, I mean, that would be tremendous. And listen,
it's a skills competition. We're getting 3-on-3, I bet you.
I have to give a little props to
I
Brazier
got 3-on-3.
because I said he might be a little rusty in the third, and he came out strong. Same thing with Purdy. I mean, 2-on-1, Brazier being one of the guys coming down with you. Number 1, Brazier being the one to take the initial shot. That's hard enough. And then to number 2, get the rebound and make sure that's corralled as well as time's ticking down. So much to play. And how exciting is NHL 3-on-3? I mean, high school 3-on-3 is, I can't even imagine. I'm so excited for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. Tied at 3-on-3 overtime hockey. The Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds in red, the Malvern Prep Friars in white. And Brazier will look to be the hero. Who will be it today? Brazier's shot didn't quite get on net as Doherty, the defenseman, able to get a stick on that before it got the Purdy in net. And Brazier right off the face-off looking to be that OT hero.
Oh.
Brazier knows there's nobody around him. One guy versus 3 of him. I mean, he knows.
I'd hate to be the defenseman having
Yeah.
to go against Brazier.
Yeah.
Face-off win for Malvern Prep.
Oh,
But
good stick lift.
pickpocketing it, centering Brazier or Pohl were not there for the Firebirds, and 2-on-2 the other way. Malvern Prep behind the back feed, stolen by Pohl, but a shot on net, backdoor feed, Laurent couldn't
Inches.
get it on net. Got a stick, not enough of the puck to direct it into the back of the net, and a sigh of relief from this Holy Ghost Prep side of the ice.
Evan Mudrick, he's out.
Here comes more Hawaiian Fire looking for a redirection. This one will go behind the net. Play continues.
And let's remember, Malvern trying to keep a hold of first place. Like, this means everything. Playoff standings, first place, second place, first playoff round competition. Like, everything goes into these next 3 minutes and 55 seconds. And it's been phenomenal so far.
A win today for Malvern Prep will clinch number 1 in the APAC conference standings.
Oh, watch in front of the net. Okay. Remember, ooh,
Hard hit as stepping into will be Sparrow with the hard hit. He has a goal today. And stepping up on a bit of a defensive effort as well at the neutral zone. But that will be no product of that hit as Malvern Prep will pick up the loose puck in their own end, carry across the blue line, and enter Firebirds territory. Jacobs stepped into by Panapresso. Panapresso, that defense has been exceptional today.
oh, again, watch the
And right on
net.
cue, right in front of the net, almost caught, sleeping, will be Panapresso and Mudrick. But right there,
Oh,
the step
that's
up,
a
hard
bad hit.
Cross-checked into the boards, stoppage of play, and the Friar is down. And the only thing we can say is thank God for helmets and face shields.
Yeah, Panapresso, he knew immediately that hit was no good. He made sure, I think that's Jacobs possibly down on the ice. He's back up, was okay. If this is 2 minutes, then it's going to be 4-on-3 for that duration of the 2 minutes. Would not be surprised if it's potentially a cross-checking major. Yeah, and it was Jacobs that was the one that was hit. Looks like it's going to just be 2 minutes here with 3 minutes left in this overtime session.
And that's the question I was going to pose the next stoppage. How aggressive do you want to be? Because it seems like right now every team in the offensive zone are sending 2 guys in against 3 defenders, so they don't have to send the third guy in and possibly get caught too deep. So now with 4 guys out in the ice for Malvern, as we do see it is going to be a 2-minute penalty, they can allow that one guy to stay back in case of emergency and still have even strength in front of the net. So I mean, you got 2 minutes and you got a 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third, or in the overtime period, I should say, and it comes down to these next couple seconds right here.
4-on-3 hockey. Advantage Malvern Prep. Face off to Brazier's right, and the face-off win will be in favor of the Friars. Working in Holy Ghost Prep's in the ice. Backdoor pass shot. Back to the net to score! And the Friars cap it off, clinching number 1 and in overtime. It's a goal for Malvern Prep, ending the party here at Holy Ghost Prep. And a 4-3 victory in favor of the boys in white and navy blue. What a goal by the Friars.
Absolutely heartbreaking way for this senior day to end for Holy Ghost, and I'm definitely feeling for Brazier in net. That puck, I think it was through the 5-hole, but there's not much you can do when you're facing a player dead right at you. Unfortunate for Holy Ghost. Unbelievable job by Malvern to get back into this game after being down 3-2 just moments ago in the third period. And the final score, 4-3 to Malvern. And Zach, I must say, this game was just, it was nothing short of incredible hockey, but it's been what we've come to expect from AAA APAC action.
Oh, we knew coming in that this was going to be number 1 against number 2, fighting for their seeds. I mean, something, especially in high school hockey, really hurts you when Moore and Rodriguez still sitting on the bench for the Firebirds. And unfortunately, that's exactly what it was. Just the extra man allowed them to come through, get the extra pass across, and find the open ice to be able to get it past Brazier. Final score 4-3, and with 2 minutes 58 seconds left in that overtime, they put the puck in the net. And again, unfortunate for Holy Ghost on their senior night, but they took the penalty late in the game, which I think a penalty that all of us kind of agree shouldn't have been taken. You think about the penalty, of the cross check. That's the last thing, if you're a coach, that you tell your guys to do is take a penalty in overtime. That is uncharacteristic and something that you never want to see happen. But unfortunately, that's what kind of caused the Firebirds to get that one or less man advantage on the ice, and Malvern took advantage of it, and they win this hockey game.
Pierre Larocque, the hero in overtime for Malvern Prep. You saw the traffic in front of the net favoring the Friars as that puck will trickle through the pads of Brazier. You mentioned he's going to want that one back. And as we conclude our broadcast today, gentlemen, this is what we expected. Tremendous hockey on this Thursday afternoon. Nothing short of exceptional. Both teams, for the third time this season, going to post-regulation play. Couldn't have been any better than that.
Absolutely. I mean, you do have to feel really bad again for Holy Ghost, especially the seniors, but there is still a lot of hockey to be played in this season. There's going to be the playoffs in the APAC. There's going to be the Flyers Cup coming up, and they still have a lot of chances to win either one or maybe two, the big one, the big trophy, the Flyers Cup. And hey, you never know. States are a thing.
And that hockey is something we are looking forward to most, as we will definitely be in coverage of the Flyers Cup. And just as we wrap up, the Holy Ghost Prep Firebirds get set for the next matchup on Monday, March 15th against Father Judge. That puck drop at 7:15. While the Malvern Prep Friars look to go with their third straight win on the season as they face off against St. Joe's Prep Monday, March 15th. That puck drop at 3:30. For Zach Demuse, Dylan Coyle, and myself, Eric Jessberger, on the call to incredible Thursday afternoon hockey. We thank you all for tuning in to the TUICE Network, brought to you by all of us here at the Grundy Ice Arena. 4-3, Friars in overtime win it. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and have yourselves a great rest of your night.